Yeah, hello, good and welcome to Henzy tutorial. In today's video, we're going to see exactly how to open and set up an Amazon KDP account. So the first thing you want to do is you will need to get in your email just like I've done here, and then continue. Okay. So you go to kdp.amazon, amazon.com. So click on create your KDP account. I will enter, okay, what does hearts. So I enter this email there, and then I want to verify prices for that headline AST. So you should see the truth of that. So this account is asking me to solve a puzzle. So this. So this account is created. Obviously, a code will be sent to our email address, and that's the code there. Copy the code. We'll open this up and paste. So if you already have an Amazon account, apparently that's not really going to be much of a big deal for you. So they'll need you to fix in your phone number, and then after that you are good to go. But I don't want to come through that stress or anything. So you might also be required to set up your authenticator. Now, for you to set up your authenticator, all you simply need to do is you need to go over to Google, download the Google Authenticator app, then scan the QR code that is there, and instantly you come. But if you can't scan, you can simply copy the link and then input it on your Google Authenticator, and that is it. Now, for those who want to do the OTP, so your account, which is at the top. So when you go over to your account, you will be asked for your identity. So you need to have that at the back of your mind. You will need to put in your check this first. So you will need to put in your details, your date of birth, your phone name, your postal code, your address, and all that. Now, after you're done doing that, the next thing you want to do is you go over to account details. In account details, they're going to ask, this is the part where you're going to put in your tax details. They're going to ask you to fill in your... Okay, so when you come over to your account details, next thing you need to do, you need to enter whether you're an individual, and then put in your name. After your name, with where your bank is located, you type it in. If it's United Kingdom, you write it. Checkings or savings, you choose that. You enter your account number the first time, enter the second time, then enter the routing number. After that, you choose if you are an individual, then you do that, your date of birth, account holder name, and all that. Then for this address, you need to enter the address usually associated with address you filled in your bank, or usually most banks have address, especially if you're using a USD account, maybe from Gray or Payoneer or stuff like that. Enter the address associated with that particular bank. Now, let's say for a corporation, if it's a corporation, I choose, you enter your company name, and then the address of your company as well, and then if your phone number, you choose almost same details. That's exactly what you're doing. Then when you're done, you click on add here, and it will add successfully. Now there's something again you still need to take note. After clicking on add, you then need to click on save. But there's something you still need to take note of. If that account is not eligible to receive money, Amazon is going to notify you that the account that you put is not eligible to receive money. So it then means that you most likely will need to put in another account details. So that's what it takes for you to do that. Then finally, we're going to come over to the tax okay, let's see. Yeah. So finally, we'll come over to tax information. So for tax information, this is what we are going to do. So for tax information here, you need to fill in I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. So without this tax information, there are a couple of things you need to take note of. If you're in the United States, there will be no withholding tax for you. If you're also in UK, there will be no withholding tax for you. There are a couple of countries that have treaty with US. These companies would most likely, based on that, you will still get back your 30% withholding tax. But if your country does not have any, if your country doesn't have any any treaty with US, be rest assured that they will still take 30 withholding tax. Note that this is different from the taxation that or the royalty that they are going to charge you. Amazon already is going to collect their royalty depending on the particular package that you choose. There's a package for 70% and I think another package for 30%. Amazon is still going to still collect their money. When you're filling in the pricing for your book, you're going to see the royalty that you're going to get for your book. Now, and this is for the ebook. Then there is also another one that is going to happen after your royalty is given to you. If you are doing a paperback or hardcover, Amazon is going to deduct the costs that it takes for you to create your ebook. They will deduct that from you, and after they are done with their deduction, be rest assured that after the deduction, then whatever is left is what they are going to give to you. But if whatever it is, let's say for instance, you made $100 and Amazon is keeping 30% and 70% is going to you. Out of that your 70%, there's going to be a 30% withholding tax that they're going to take from you. Now remember, the first 30% is royalty. This other one is now based on what your earning is. So you need to have that at the back of your mind. Now, if for instance they've removed the 30%, and at the same time we're still talking about maybe it's a hardcover book that somebody bought or a paperback that the person bought, the cost for printing that book, Amazon is going to deduct it from you as well. So maybe you might want to adjust the pricing for your when you're doing hardcover or paperback, maybe way higher than what your ebook will most likely look like. So how do we set up the tax profile? Your email, the royalty type, and all that. You choose all that. Let's see here. The first thing is you need to fill in your name. Please. So the next thing, okay, so when you're filling your form or your tax form, there are a couple of things you need to take note of. One of the things I'll be asked to use your tax classification. If you're an individual, click on individual. If you are registering with an LLC, probably in US or something, then you might have to choose business. But so that's the purpose. Then you come over here and select if you're actually a citizen or not. And then are you an agent or not? If you're an agent, if you're not an agent, no. Then you go ahead, you enter the full name, the country, the address, you enter in all these things, and then the TIN, whichever one it is. If you have a US TIN now, so this is the purpose of the TIN. The purpose of the TIN is the fact that it helps you. If you have a US TIN, that's with, I remember I told you about 30%. That 30% withholding tax, US will most likely not take it from you. But if you're going to make use of a USTIN, which is what you have here, if you're going to make use of a USTIN, be rest assured that US would you will still be required to, for instance, let's click on this. You would need to provide a social security number or ITIN if you're going to use a USTIN. So if you have an EIN as well, they're still going to require a social security number from you. So you should have that at the back of your mind. So you want to use your country for filling in your tax information, then you have to click on I have a non-TIN, I have a non-US TIN. So after that you click on continue, and then the next place they will take you to it. They'll ask you to fill in you would have to see the way the form is. They'll print out the form, you need to confirm. So let's just briefly do this. I'll just type in a random number there. And then maybe let's hope this works. I hope it's put up. Okay, let's see. So you see here, now this is a place where you can claim your tax treaty. That's the 30% withholding tax. So they'll need you to fill in your country of tax residence. So once you fix this, you're going to know if your country is among those countries that are allowed. If your country is not allowed, then you just have to move forward. So let's do save and preview. So you will come over to this place. This place is where you have all your details, everything that has been done. Now this is the part that is most important. The name that you filled in at the beginning, if it's your first name that you wrote first, you need to write it. Then you need to click on this place. I certify that I have the capacity for the person identified on line 1 of this form. So you put this in, it put your add the dates and all that, and you click on submit form. So once you do this, that is all. Then also, I consent to provide electronic signature for this information provided as per. So you click on this as well. So once you do this, everything is set and your form is good to go. So with that, you have filled in your tax information and you are totally all right. So if you've not yet subscribed to my channel, click on this channel so that you can get more beautiful details like this. In the next video, I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can create an ebook, upload an ebook, and at the same time I'll also show you how you can also upload a paperback as well. Thank you very much for watching.